digital business. Is that just business as usual, but on my phone?
Well, there's nothing really unusual about doing digital business since it has become so important for our economy. Certainly the way you do business and startup in the digital context is different. You have direct access to the finance market, a small amount of resources to start with, direct feedback from your customers, which you can use to improve, adapt, and show the world that your business is actually valuable. Competition is also very challenging since information is traveling so fast on the internet. You'll have a lot of adaptation, sometimes improvement, and sometimes even imitation. In the end, the point is, it is not really necessary that you are the first to start. You have to be the first to arrive. Be the first to arrive.
You make the distinction between inventors and entrepreneurs. Where exactly is the line?
Well, let me give you just an example. Let's start from the probably the most popular inventor. Let's talk about Leonardo da Vinci. He invented many things. He was a creative genius. He had lots of ideas. Think about, for instance, he made the basic design for a car. But it took 500 years and an entrepreneur called Henry Ford to transform that invention into business. And it took Henry Ford an incremental innovation rather than a creative genius to put out something like the Ford Model T, which had a disruptive impact on the market and transformed the whole car industry.
I'd really like to clarify the difference between radical and incremental.
Well, it's pretty simple. Radical is usually defining a whole new set of products based on new technology aimed at unmet or even unknown needs on the market. Incremental innovation is usually about redefining certain elements. It's like playing around with Lego bricks. So you take some parts, you improve other parts, you change them, recombine them, and refocus. For instance, you take a service which is already there, redefine the target in the market or your offering, and you suddenly have something different which is valuable to the market. Take, for instance, an example like Snapchat, right now being very popular. They took just a messaging service and added video and photos, put it into a safe environment, and are right now being very popular among users.
Is innovation even a particularly useful word?
Well, it is. You need innovation. You need all sorts of innovation. You need competition to drive innovation. You need imitation to drive competition and to drive innovation. So if you look at innovation itself, it's simply a resource. If you put it into a system, you will have a number of different effects in terms of developing new ideas, in terms of competing between companies, improving customer value, which has certainly a good impact on both customers and economic system.
I heard a phrase, digital Darwinism. Is this a monkey with an iPhone?
Well, I don't know. We still have to evolve in this context of digital. And at a certain point, especially for companies, it will be much more about being there or not being there. Today, in certain types of markets, in certain types of businesses, you'd say, okay, digital is an opportunity. I think that very soon it's going to be a necessity for all, not only companies, but more specifically population, the people, the services. Think how public institution and people interact. Transitioning all those services, all those activities over to the internet will provide lots of efficiency to public institutions. So maybe in the future we will have some constitution in which the internet is not only being a right, but potentially something you have to comply to.
So you're saying that the internet may be my human right?
It should be your human right today, but with every right comes responsibility. So the use of the internet should be a responsibility for everyone, because everyone using the internet probably will provide much more value to the system and making the system much more efficient.